Welcome back. Hello. Before we begin, you may need a strap for one of the poses. It's not essential though, and 2 yoga blocks to hand. Today's video is a yin yoga practice to awaken the thymus gland and heart chakra. Poses to stimulate and heal, nurturing the heart of immunity, and awaken to your soul call as you experience the transformative quality of yoga. This small yet mighty gland, the thymus gland, is often referred to as the master gland of immunity, or the heart of the immune system, stimulating lymphatic tissue and helping the body produce T-Lymphocytes, known as the warrior cells that protect us from infection. Maintaining thymus health is especially important as we age. Through mindful movement, breath work, and heart-centered meditation. So we will be working with yoga poses that focus on opening the chest, heart openers and back bends, lifting the sternum and avoiding a slouched posture. This will help stimulate the thymus gland and its corresponding heart chakra anahata, awakening to the art of balanced spiritual living. Paramahansa Yogananda said, "To that degree that we are receptive is to the degree that we receive to the divine beloved of our hearts." Think deeply on this. Now let's begin in seated meditation posture. Be comfortable. If you need to raise your hips and sit up on something, you can do this. Close your eyes down. Rest the backs of your hands on your thighs, wherever's comfortable, and try to relax the shoulders down and back. The chest is lifted and the abdomen is comfortably drawing in. The posture should feel stable yet relaxed. Focus on your heart chakra. Focus on opening your heart as you connect here with your breath. Concentrate deeply on this area. Taking a few mindful moments here. Noticing any sensations you're feeling in the body. Bringing your awareness to the mind itself and the quality of your thoughts and your emotions in this moment on your mat. Dismiss any restless thoughts of the mind. All your attention at the heart space. feeling the breath, the body and mind come into harmony, come into balance. As you are ready, gently opening the eyes, and we're going to come into melting heart pose. Come over onto your hands and knees, and then walk your knees further to the back of the mat, and you're going to start to walk your hands forwards and down until your chest comes down to the mat. You can release your forehead down, draw the navel strongly in, feel the shoulders rolling open, and imagine you're melting your heart down. Some of you may want to bring the chest to the ground to deepen the back bend, bringing your hands more forwards, or stay as you are on your forehead. You may even need to put something under your forehead, a block or a cushion. Lightly engage the legs to support the pose. And we're going to hold here just for a minute or two, breathing. See if with every exhalation you can be aware of the space that you're creating in the body as you hold. Remembering that in the yin yoga practice, we find our edge in the pose, not pushing too far, just so you're feeling enough sensation. Once you've found a place you can hold, resolve to stillness. And then it's the longer holds that allows for the deep work to happen. So in yin, we are definitely practicing patience and acceptance of wherever our body is in the different poses. 3 more deep breaths here. Breathing deep into the low belly. At the end of your exhalation, gently lift your head, be on your forearms and slide forwards onto the belly. And now we're coming into Sphinx pose. So your forearms are parallel, press down through the shoulders, elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet lightly so the kneecaps lift into the mat. And then try your hardest to soften your buttock muscles. This is going to create space in the sacrum as we hold. This back bending sequence will open up your throat, chest, shoulders, pectorals and upper back to create space and freedom in the upper body. It also targets your kidney meridian, freeing energy to flow freely. And your solar plexus, throat, and of course, heart chakras. So if you spend a lot of time sitting at a computer and rounding the spine, these healing poses will help provide relief. In Sphinx pose, we're bringing good stress to the spine, and you'll feel this in your lower back. Try to breathe evenly in and out through your nose. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing any tension in the facial muscles and around the jaw. Keep the back of the neck long. You should feel a nice stretch in the front body as well. And now at this point in the pose, we can transition into seal to deepen the back bend. So if you're happy working here, stay exactly as you are. Otherwise, turn the hands out and begin to straighten the elbows. So you'll know right away if this is too much for your body, and just come straight back down to Sphinx. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Change yourself, you are in control." So really invest time to better yourself and take care. Some of the poses can feel particularly challenging, especially back bends and heart openers that can make us feel quite vulnerable if we're used to more of a rounded posture. Try to tune in to what you're feeling in the body. Let's lower down to seal, to Sphinx if you're not already. And then let's release that by stacking the hands, widening the elbows, and bring your head down to the top of your hands. We just want to release the back from that deep back bend. Just resting here in crocodile. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself back up to tabletop, and we're going to come into twisted dragon as our next pose. So you can step your right foot in between your hands, curl the left toes under, and just walk that knee back until your hips drop down. Try to keep the chest lifted. And there's a couple of variations here depending on where you are in your practice. Remember, yoga always meets you wherever you are. So yoga is for everybody. So the first option is to plant your left hand down on the mat and bring your right hand to your right knee. And you're going to press into your knee and lean back. So you're opening the chest and pulling gently back on the right shoulder. That's your first option. And if that feels too strong, you could always put your hand on a block to lift the floor up, and that might feel better in your body. And the blocks have 3 heights, so that's the lowest, that's the medium, and that's the tallest. So some of you may even be working here. The other option is to keep your left hand planted on the ground. Bend your left knee, catch your left foot with your right hand. Let the hips sink down as you twist gently back on the right shoulder, leaning back. Breathe deeply here. You'll feel a deep stretch on the front of the left thigh if you're in this version. We're all opening our chest and back bending. Gently look down. With control, release the back foot if you have it. Engage your hamstrings. Coming back to center and bringing your right knee back into tabletop. We'll go straight to the other side, so the left foot steps between the hands. Curl the right toes, walk the knee back so the hips drop down. First option, plant your right hand down, left hand to the left knee. Use that as a lever to open the chest, leaning back, or you're going to catch a hold of your right foot with your left hand for twisted dragon. Let the hips sink low, lean back and breathe. I find it helps to close the eyes down so you can really tune in to what's happening in the body. And be aware of all the spaces you're creating as you hold. In the front of the right thigh, in the hip flexors, across the chest, the shoulders, feel what you're feeling in the spine. If you're new to yin, holding these poses can feel very challenging in the beginning. Learning how to hold is all part of the practice. I promise it becomes more enjoyable and easier with practice, like everything that we give our time to and our energy to. Let's release, look down with control, engage the hamstrings, lower the back foot and come back to tabletop position. Come to a kneeling position if you can. Our next pose is saddle pose. It's a lovely pose to stretch the fronts of the thighs, and it's a back bend and heart opener. It can be too strong for some people, and so we'll discuss some modifications. So if I show you the full pose first, I'm going to come forwards. So for full saddle pose, we open the feet and sit the hips down in between the feet. So this is a strong flexion on the knee joints, and this won't suit everybody. If you're in this position, roll the calves out to the side, to create more space behind the knee joint and be on the tops of the feet. From here, we want to bring the hands behind us, lift and scoop the pelvis forwards, and you're coming back until you feel enough stretch sensation on the fronts of your thighs. So some of you may just be here, some of you will be here, and some of you will be all the way down on your backs. This is where the blocks can come in. As you lower yourself down, it's quite nice to have one block underneath your shoulder blades, and the other block is for the back of your head. So for me, this is a nice way to work, and I've got enough sensation going on in the body to hold here. If this is too strong, some of you can bring your big toes to touch, and you can actually sit on your heels and then come back to your own degree. That might be better for some of you. Some of you can have a block, sit on a block, so you're up a bit higher, and then start to lean back and going back as far as you can. So from here you can come all the way back, come back onto your blocks. If all of that is too much for some of you, if I bring my legs forwards, you could work one leg at a time. So you would bring, if we start on the left side, you would bend your knee and bring your foot beside your left hip. Make sure your thighs are parallel. And from here, you can lower yourself down as far as you want to come. Come down to your blocks as well if you want to. And this is a nice way to work, to feel a stretch on the front of the thigh. And then if you're doing one side at a time, you would obviously have to then change halfway through, bringing the right foot by the hip and you're on top of the foot, and you would come back. So I'm going to come back into full saddle. Scooping the pelvis, having a block underneath the shoulder blades and the other block underneath my head. You want to make sure your knees are on the ground, and then the arms can just rest out to the sides. If you want more, you can bring the arms up and overhead. This will intensify the back bend and the stretch even more. So find a place where you can work comfortably. Visualize a radiating white light all around the heart center as you close your eyes. Connect to your breath. You should still be able to take deep breaths wherever you are working. Yoga helps us to know ourselves better. We start to develop a deeper relationship with ourselves, getting to know our bodies, bringing a deeper awareness of what we're feeling in the body, in the mind, learning how to breathe better, hold ourselves better, and teaching us how to relax and reconnect with our hearts and with our spirit. If your arms were overhead, bring them back down by your sides. to come out of this one, you want to tuck your chin and start to press down into the elbows to lift yourself back upright. And then you can lean to one side to untuck one leg and the other side to untuck the other leg. Feels quite nice to stretch the legs out. So maybe just sit in Dandasana, pointing and flexing through the feet and releasing the knees. Let's move the blocks off to the side for now. For our next pose, you want to cross your legs and come to a comfortable seated position. Whatever that means for you. If you feel rounded when you sit, then place a block underneath your hips so you can let the knees relax more. So it's important that you are comfortable. We're going to work into reverse prayer arms. So a couple of options. So for the full pose, I'll turn around. For the full pose, we're going to bring the hands together in prayer and then turn them so they're pointing upward, and then try to shimmy the hands up the back. And you're trying to bring the palms together as best you can. If this is too strong on the wrists, although this is an amazing pose for the wrists, hands and fingers, you can hold opposite elbows behind your back, and we're trying to open the chest here. So find a place where you can be comfortable to work, and once you have found your place to work, close your eyes down so you can breathe deeply and connect to what you're feeling. BKS Iyengar said, relaxation begins from the outer layers of the body and penetrates the deep layers of our existence. So the key in Yin Yoga, in these long holds, is to keep a calm, steady mind, even in the intensity of the stillness. In these long-held poses, we are accessing the subtle body of the chakras for spiritual awakening by using the physical body as a vehicle. Breathe. Working into the arms, the chest, the shoulders, the hands. These are all part of working with the heart chakra, all connected. The field of consciousness at our heart center. Just a few more breaths here. And gently release. You'll probably feel that quite strongly in the arms and the wrists. So just release, take a few circles with the wrists, whatever you need to do to release. Our next pose is a supported fish pose, and we're using our blocks again. So we want to have one block long ways and the other block perpendicular. So one's going between our shoulder blades and the other one is for our head. So this is the height that I like. Some people may prefer to have the head block on the higher setting. And if you're not used to blocks, in the beginning they feel really quite hard on the body. but they definitely soften with the long holds. Stretch your legs out in front of you, lift the chest, and then come down onto the elbows. And you can position your block when you land. So one's in between the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and the second one is to support the back of your head. Arms alongside the body, and we're in our supported fish pose. You can bring a gentle activation into the legs, pointing through the toes. This helps to support you in the pose. Again, some of you may want to increase the sensation by bringing your arms up and overhead. But really just have your arms wherever's comfortable for you. Let's tune in to the breath and the feelings in the body. See if you can feel the energy around the heart and around the thymus area. With the chest lifted and expanded in this way, we are able to breathe more deeply. See if you can relax your body onto the support of the blocks. To come out of this one, bring your palms down. Press down into your elbows, tuck your chin, and bring yourself back upright. Move your blocks off to the side. And carefully come to lie all the way down on your back. Bend your knees. Bring your knees up into the chest. And we're coming into reclined child's pose. Wrap your arms around your shins and feel the gentle compression of the knees against your abdomen. Relax your shoulders. Releasing all of the back bending work that we've been doing. Allowing the back muscles to relax. Feel the nervous system dialing more deeply down. Feel a calm wash over the entire body and mind. Three more deep breaths here. Two more breaths. Last breath. Release your feet to the mat and just come into constructive rest for a breath. Feet as wide as the mat, knees towards each other, hands to the low belly. Take a breath. Extend out now through the arms and through the legs for corpse pose. Allow the feet to fall naturally out to the sides. Palms up. Be on the upper outer arm bones so the heart lifts. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Through the nose, a deep breath out, releasing the weight of the body into the support of the ground. Now's the time to allow all of your work to process, all of the transformation to be absorbed into the body and into the mind. Allow the breath to be completely natural now, moving in and out of its own accord. Soften the facial features, the whole body relaxing, releasing, as you take rest in the healing energy of Shavasana, final resting pose. Very gently now begin to deepen your breathing. Bring in some gentle movement back into the body, bending the knees and the elbows, coming back to constructive rest position. Bring the knees up into the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze in, rocking side to side until you roll over onto your right side, using your arm strength to press yourself up, returning to a seated position. Sit up tall, resting your hands on your knees. And just take a moment to feel the quality of your breath now. Any sensations you're feeling in your body after your practice. And the quality of the mind itself, your thoughts, your emotions, all coming together in harmony. Bring your hands together at your heart center in Anjali Mudra and gently bow your head down. With reverence and with deep gratitude for your practice. Om, peace, Shanti, Amen. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye center as we bow forwards together and say Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please subscribe to my channel for more all things yoga. Every week I'm putting out a new video, and let me know your experience for this practice. Leave me a comment and I look forward to practicing again with you soon. Namaste.